turning pages, night turning days. I'm tired of waiting. I gotta make it.
What's up, y'all? This Relly. I'm back with another video. Yes, sir. And today we got D-Lo, man. You want to introduce anything or promote anything before we get into it?
Oh man, shout out Long Wolf Apparel, man. Shout out my boys.
Yeah. So, with that being said, though, too, I'm pretty sure you heard of the news and the rumors that came true with Rondo being traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? So, how do you feel about that? You think that's gonna, benefit us? You think that's a long-term decision, short-term decision? Like, how you feel about it?
I don't really know if it benefits us because he's not the scorer that Rubio was, but he is a great playmaker and a great leader. But I mean, Rubio was good for us because he could do all that and give us 27. Like he had 27 the night he got injured.
Yeah.
But we might have to wait to the playoffs for Rondo. But Rick Rubio's helping us get there. So I don't know, man. I think we need our best player, Collin Sexton, back. That's what I really think.
So on the subject of Collin Sexton, right? Because the people been killing me because I know you have a different opinion on that. Like, what do you feel like we should be doing with Collin Sexton?
I think we should be building around him and Garland and Mobley and Jarrett. But Collin could be our scorer and Garland can be our, you feel me? He could be our point guard. And then Evan Mobley, he just so good. Like, he might not be our best scorer, but he's gonna be our best player. Like, first play of the game, we're gonna get him some touches early, like how for the Lakers to do for AD. Like, he's gonna be that for us. I feel like we got a good young squad, man. We can't just be too quick to blow it up. Cause I mean, like, they're young. Like, feel me? I feel like we got a good back court, we got a good front court. Like, they don't get too much better than that.
So right now, like, if you was a general manager, right? You saying you're not moving Collin at all, at no cost?
I mean, no. I'm saying if they just blow me away, then of course, but right. I'm not going and putting them on the market for some okay dudes, like some dudes that he can be better than or just as good as. Like, if they send me Ben Simmons, who I think we should get, but maybe. But I feel like Collin, he a dog, man. He got that mentality that you like, man. You talking about Anthony Edwards, you like him? Hey, my boy Collin got that same dog, man. He played 3 against 5, dude. He got that dog in him.
So from your perspective, because you play ball, you do it at an elite level, you get what I'm saying? So, and I know it's something I'm not saying because obviously I haven't got to that point to see that perspective. Like, what is something I should be seeing on Collin? Because I know I've been looking at Collin saying, we should consider trading him. Like, what do you see in him that I'm just not simply seeing? And I should be seeing.
It's like you said, man, you like players who got that mentality, you got that dog, he got it. Like you say he's not the best passer. That's okay, because we had Rubio, we had Gardner, which made it easy for him to score. Like, he more aggressive. Like, the first year, like, his shot selection got better, but I'm pretty sure he's not taking shots that he's not working on. They might not be the best high percentage shots, and he got to learn that. But I'm pretty sure every shot that he was taking, he worked on. Like, you're not going to the NBA game just trying some new stuff off the rip unless you just got it like that. And so that's what I think. And I think Rubio and Garland and Mobley, like, that's great to have around Collin because he can score in the pick and roll, he can score in the ISO, he can score anything. And he is a decent passer. Like, he got it. He got the package. And he go after it on D, man. Like, you ain't gonna get too many players like that.
But on that subject then, right? Let's say hypothetically, we keep Rubio, right? We sign him for, let's say, 1 to 2 year deal, right? We keep Rondo. We keep all the pieces we got right now, right? What would be your ideal starting lineup? Like, assuming Collin Sexton comes back healthy, let's go up to hypothetical that, the beginning of the season for Collin Sexton was an outlier. Let's say you go back to that 20-point per game score. Like, what would be your lineup?
25 points per game. But I think, like you said, Okoro, like you said, he played his best minutes at the 2. So, I really feel like it should be, DG Collin at the 2 so he can come off the ball and get his buckets. And I think that it should be Seti or a good wing that maybe we might go get Seti. Then we got the front court, Mobley and Allen. And then I think the backup, like the tight rotation, like in the close games, like it should be Rubio and Isaac coming off the bench, switching for, DG and Collin. But I think we got it so good that we can run sets with like Collin and Okoro in. And then we can run sets with DG and Ricky, and then Ricky and Collin and DG and Isaac. Like, we got it good like that. Like, I think we got it. And then we still do got Rondo, but I think once Ricky come back, that Rondo might be out of there. That's why I didn't really include him.
I can understand that too. That's why I'm kind of indifferent, because I kind of do agree if those other pieces stay the same, I did kind of feel like Rubio would be gone. But at the same time, I kind of felt like if we were to sign Rubio for a long-term deal, but long-term deal is kind of questionable. But if we were to sign him to a decent deal, I just didn't see Collin Sexton staying. Now, me personally, I do agree Isaac Okoro moving forward should be a shooting guard. I don't think right now he should be at the small forward, unless it's a small forward. Like if, let's say, Zach LaVine gets put at the small forward, I think he can guard him. But I don't know if I trust Isaac Okoro, let's say, on the bench alongside with, let's say, right now, Rubio, Isaac Okoro, Seti, and whoever come off the. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe he would excel off that road too, but I'm not quite sure. But I do understand, like, if we want to keep Collin Sexton, I mean, of course he's gonna be a starter, because I know you probably heard the rumors saying, if we sign Collin Sexton, he should compromise to a bench role. And I kind of want to hear how you feel about that. Like, do you think Collin Sexton, if he would even like hear that, you get what I'm saying? Get at it,
He's our best. I mean, I feel like he's our best all-around player. Like, him and DG are really neck and neck. But I just feel like that, like, out of the two, like, Collin is a score first and DG is a pass first, but DG can shoot. So with him being an elite passer, being able to shoot, him in the pick and roll is just deadly. But Collin can shoot too, and he's a better like ISO scorer. He's just a better like scorer. Like he gonna, if it's time to get a bucket, I feel like it should go to Collin. But coming off the bench, I don't know, man. If you're averaging 25, you trying to come off the bench?
No. No, that's why I just don't understand when people say, like, I know I said, Collin should potentially be shot, but if we do keep Collin, I agree with you. You ain't gonna tell me for 4 straight years I've been averaging this amount of points and I've been a starter team, arguably, and all of a sudden get one injury and now I gotta compromise off the bench. That don't make sense to me either, but so yeah, I do agree with you. That's not something I don't.
No sense.
Yeah, and two, I also got to ask you too, off the premise of, let's say, we do keep Collin, we do keep DG, we keep this roster together, right? We desperately need a wing, right? And we've been hearing names like Ben Simmons, we've been hearing names like Cam Reddish, we've been hearing all these other names, right?
That boy Cam.
That's who you eyeing? Like, if one person that we should be just locked into, you going Cam?
Over Ben Simmons? I really don't know. That's something that we had to sit down and we had to see who we trading. Like, if we bringing in Cam, who we getting? Like who we
Yeah.
giving up? Like, but Ben Simmons is just. I just feel like Ben Simmons, if he just get like a jumper, like a score, like that, then he's set, like completely set. Like then he'll have everything a basketball player can do. Like he'll be able to rebound, shoot, dribble, pass, play defense, perimeter defense, interior defense, run the offense, be a scorer. Like, but Cam Reddish can do that too. But like Ben Simmons really dribbles like a point guard.
Yeah.
Like the ball, like speed with ball is what I mean. Like, and that you just ain't getting that, man. And he gonna guard the best player, no matter if he's a one through five. It don't matter. He's 6'10", literally. That's why I rave on Ben Simmons. Like people say he can't shoot, but I'm just saying, like, if he gets a jumper, like, then that's like then y'all gonna have to eat everything y'all said. Like that's why I'm not quick to give up on him. Like,
but
I
it's
don't know
like if we the Cavs though, to get Ben, we would more than likely have to give up Collin or DG. We would have to give up somebody we wouldn't be able to get him for free for sure.
I think we would be able to give up. Ooh, I want to say. I'm trying to think. I want to say Isaac. We got to give up Isaac, and I want to say. I mean, is he gonna give up Jared Allen or Mobley?
I'm not giving up either one.
We did one of them.
I'm not
giving gonna slide right there at the 10, at the 16. That way we keep Collin, DG, one of the bigs, Ben Simmons, and our bench.
I'm sorry. I give up Collin before I give up. I'm sorry. I give up Collin before I give up Evan Mobley or Jared right now.
So you gonna give up Isaac and Collin for Ben Simmons?
Yeah.
Oh, that
I mean,
work.
I wouldn't want to do it. Me personally, I wouldn't.
I would rather keep both of the bigs too.
But I don't know. I mean, to get Ben, we would have to give up. Like we would have to give up something. Like like that's realistic because it is like because I do agree with you. I really like Ben Simmons. I just don't know how his fit would be on the Cavs because and a lot of that has to do with him just not shooting the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not even that he's shooting 10%, 20%. Like he's literally not shooting the ball. And that kind of scares me too. Cause it's like, I think Ben Simmons is good enough to get the team to the playoffs. So like in the Cavs perspective, I think he would be good enough in the offs. I just think once we get in the offs, we just going to be predictable because he's not going to score unless he's, since he's been out, he's been practicing that jumper. I just don't trust him right now.
See, man, that type of player you gotta bring in, you gotta sit him down, you gotta let him know, like, hey man, if we ain't gonna try to get better or you don't want to get better, man, we're gonna get you up out of here. Now you know what you gotta work on, man. He gonna have a full package if he get an offensive bag, like he's gonna be like one of the best players ever.
But how do you because all right, so let's say you D-Lo, you know what I'm saying? What if you was in a position to like you was the one that was consulting with Ben, right? You was the GM or coach, however you want to slice that, right? And you was in the Sixers position, all that stuff that happened with Ben happened. Like, how would you talk to him, like to try to like one make him like take some jumpers, but then two to understand, this is what you can be.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him like, man, I know you hear all the talk, man. I know you know, man. I know you know what you can do. Like you telling me you missing one part of your game, and you will be an all-around player. You'll be able to do everything. Like all you missing is one part. You don't want to go work on that, man. You telling me you don't want to be a great. You don't want to be one of the greatest. You telling me you only need one thing to be one of the greatest, and you don't want to do that? Like, it's players who got to work on rebounding, dribbling, passing, playing defense. Like, he can do it all. He can play in the passing lanes. He can guard you 94. He can pick up KD. He can pick up Anthony Davis, LeBron, Steph Curry, Trae Young. Like, every player, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Like, you can go to every team. He's doing like any best player. You go, I got Ben Simmons for him. And it's a lot of players who can't like Kawhi, lead defender, man, but he's not guarding AD. He's not guarding Joel Embiid. Come on, Ben Simmons 6'10".
I give you that.
AD.
I give you that. I do agree defensively. Defensively, he can guard everybody for sure. And I feel like last year he was definitely disrespected because he should have got Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think Rudy Gobert should have got it. I think Ben not only plays really good inside defense, but he plays really great perimeter defense.
Look at
yeah, yeah. You looking at oh shoot, yeah. Let's see if I made a square here.
Average almost 2 steals for his career,
Yeah, almost 2 steals. A block. Well, I know that's kind of hard, but a block. You know what I'm saying? If we do the roundup, you're still averaging 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 16 points. I mean, that's pretty.
Like, got the whole thing. Like, you can that's a dude who can average a triple-double and be efficient, man. If he can shoot,
because right now, because I know it do say 30% from 3, but if you look at it, it's 0.1 to 0.2 threes per game. So that's like literally he probably shot 1 3 after X amount of games. But like, let's say hypothetically, he was shooting 2 threes a game, and he was shooting 20%. That would be a lot more respectable, especially with this stat line. To a lot of people, well, at least to me, because I mean, then he's like, we know he's trying to build that up because essentially his ceiling really can be like Giannis. If you want to keep it a stack like that would be the best person to really compare to in terms of what he can be if he just start taking shots. Like if he was just a little bit more aggressive, he can average that because defensively, I think he can be on par with Giannis. And offensively, I think if he was aggressive, which in Giannis' case, he's aggressive, he would be like that. He wouldn't have to, because I mean, Giannis won an NBA championship without being efficient from 3. So, I mean, he got the blueprint and efficient from free throw, which, I mean, in this case, I mean, Ben is very similar to that too. So it's like he got the blueprint. Ben Simmons is typically sustainable. So, I mean, yeah, Ben just got to pull. He just got to pull it. Like he would be a good asset for anybody, but he gotta shoot the ball low. He gotta shoot the ball, man. Like
I'm saying, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. I'm just saying he just gotta shoot that. He gotta shoot that thing, man.
All I'm saying is I'm gonna get a lot of Relly Hall fans, man. Don't come at me for this, man. Hey, man, Giannis. If Ben Simmons' ceiling, if he gets a jumper, it's higher than Giannis. And I will tell you why. Because Giannis is a big with a lot of wiggle room. Ben Simmons is a guard who moves like a guard, who is 6'10" legit, wingspan just like Giannis. He's way more guard-oriented. Like, that's why Giannis be having trouble sliding his feet on them elite scorers. That's why he didn't want to guard KD. That's why he didn't want to guard Jimmy Butler. Because he can move great for a legit 7-footer big. But Ben Simmons is a guard, 6'10", so he don't got pop. That's why he was guarding Trae Young. Giannis can't guard Trae Young for a whole series. He can't move his feet like that. But that's okay, because Giannis is not a guard. He's a big with great wiggle room. Like, he just move amazing for his size. But I'm saying Ben Simmons, if he had that mentality and that his motor and some the willingness to shoot, come on, man, he gonna be better than Giannis, man. And I'm just saying that wholeheartedly. Y'all gonna see, man. They back to this, man. 12, 31, 21. I said it, man. If he get a jumper, he's gonna be better than Giannis.
That's facts. I'm definitely clickbaiting that for sure. That's going to be his own segment for sure.
Hey man, that's just facts, man. If you watch him play, man, like what I forgot what game that was. Did they play the Nets recently?
Who?
The Bucks.
You talking about you talking about the? Because I know the Sixers played. Well, obviously, I know they played them yesterday, but the day, they played them. Thursday. But I don't know when did the Bucks play the Nets?
Oh, it was the move. Remember when KD had Giannis guarding him? Man, I can't remember, but it was just a play where Giannis was guarding KD and he was having a hard time. I think it was that play where KD went through the lane and he finished like with a Euro and he like reversed it. It was weird. But Giannis was guarding him and he hit him with the head and he got him in the air. But, like, Giannis had a hard time, like, sliding his feet. That's what I'm saying. Like, because he's not a guard. Like, KD more guard-oriented than Giannis, too. That's why, like, KD just – that's another skill set, man. Relly Hall fans, I want y'all to know that man said Kawhi Leonard was better than Kevin Durant. Now, y'all got to get on him in them comments.
For sure, Kawhi is better than KD, man.
Come on, y'all got to get on him in them comments.
Kawhi Leonard's better than. I'm not counting none of KD's rings, man. He didn't get. MVP. He did not get. He don't got no rings, man. He didn't get not one of them legit. Not one.
Jarrell, you know we had a front row seat. We're from Cleveland. Them rings count.
Them rings don't count.
MVP.
You could have plugged any top 10 player with KD.
No, but they would have won the title. MVP like that. Did you watch KD? KD was saving them boys. KD was saving them boys.
Man, they was gonna win regard. Like he was. If you would have picked
them.
If you would have picked, we didn't beat them with no KD.
I'm saying we beat them without KD. So KD was saving them.
They definitely. Yeah, when KD he made it unstoppable. But if you would have picked PG instead of KD, they would have been unstoppable.
No,
if you would have picked Kawhi instead of KD, they would have been unstoppable. If you would have picked
not PG,
let's say Joel Embiid, they would have been unstoppable.
I mean,
if you would have picked any James Harden, they would have been. You could have plugged in
not
any
PG.
Player. You could have plugged in any player at that time that was top 10, top 15. They would have did the same thing.
You can say the same thing about Kawhi ring in Toronto. Okay, he can get that ring by himself.
Oh, he could because he didn't do it in OKC. He didn't do that in OKC. What did he do? He blew a 3-1. He blew it.
That's why they needed KD.
He blew it. That's why he went to
That's why they needed KD.
That's why he went to go to state. He blew that 3-1. Man, Kawhi went to a conference and a team he didn't even want to be on, won a ring and left.
KD didn't want to play with him. That's why he
beat that boy Giannis. He beat that Philadelphia 76ers team with Jimmy, Tobias, Ben, Joel, JJ Reddick. You feel what I'm saying?
If you go back on that film, Ben Simmons was guarding Kawhi first. And he should have kept going. Joel Embiid got in his way and was chasing him down, but he should have kept running, man. I feel like he could have kept running for that.
Kawhi had that money on him. He had that money on him.
But Kawhi Leonard is not. If Kevin Durant was healthy, do you know what would have happened to them boys in Toronto?
So what? If Kawhi was on that Warriors team, it would have been the same result you talk about. But he wasn't.
But he's not.
And Kawhi finished
not
game.
Better than Kevin Durant.
Kawhi's like that. Kawhi finished game. And he left.
Hey, man, I need y'all to say something in these comments, man. If y'all think Kawhi better than Kevin Durant, say something in these comments, man.
Back me up. The Claw's better than KD, man.
The Slim Reaper, he can do everything. He's 7 foot.
Yeah, he can do whatever. He's just not a winner. Not a true winner. That's all I gotta. I don't know why you pinning. He don't got no rings. I don't know why he doing that.
He got them back to back. League.
Hold on, let me put some on this. Man. Let me put some. Hold on. How do I write on here?
Don't put no Kawhi on here, man.
What did I say? 3-1.
I see some Cam Reddish. Oh, I see that 3-1.
3-1. But
hey, man, the Spurs was up 3-1 on the Heat. No, they was 3-2.
No, that's not the same. You know what I'm saying? That's not the same. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm glad you said Cam Reddish too, because I know you a huge Cam Reddish fan.
That's
And
my
I
boy,
knew he was
man.
one of the few people when he got drafted, he was really saying he was going to be a great player. He was going to be a star.
I said he's gonna be better than Zion and RJ. I still think that.
Yeah, I'm not even going to fake because I was one of the people who said RJ Barrett was going to be better than Zion. So unfortunately, that's not. It's maybe give him a couple more years.
The best out the three, man. Reddish gonna be the best out the three.
You think so?
He got it all. He can dribble, shoot, pass. Like,
so if he was on the Cavs right now, you think, you feel what I'm saying? You think he'd be a dog? He'd be a star?
Yeah.
That's what it takes?
We a 5th, 6th team in the East for Cam Reddish. Because he don't got no Trae Young, no Josh Collins holding him back. He can literally step in right now, and DG, Ricky, Mobley, like, they gonna defer to him. Just because DG the point guard and this Mobley rookie year, like, and like I said, Mobley still can get a lot of touches, like.
So you think right now, because that's crazy, because his points is good, his stat line is not too impressive, but
because he got Trae,
really,
he got like,
yeah,
the ball
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but I like low key. If he went to the Cavs and let's say he bumped the 13 points to let's say 15, let's say 4 assists and let's say 4 rebounds. Yeah. 4 6 rebounds, and he kept everything the same, like percentage wise. I think he would put some people on notice because 39% from 3 is really good. Like that's really,
6'8" with it though.
Right. Yeah.
And he can get to the rack too. Like it's I like players with the whole package. Like even if it's lacking a little bit, like long as they got it and it's able to work, like when you got NBA trainers, like the progression is real if you want it. Like seriously.
That's crazy. And I do think Cleveland could really get the best out of Cam Reddish. There's some other teams that probably could too, but I think Cleveland need Cam Reddish the most out of all the teams in the league, right? Because right now, we don't necessarily got a star. As weird as it is, we don't got a franchise player. And I feel like for a lot of young talent, that's open season. So for Cam, man. You feel what I'm saying? He can really, and like I said, and like you said, what Darius Garland, I do agree. Darius Garland, he would be the right point guard for Cam Reddish to really excel, and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, because they like all of them, like because I feel like all of those players I named could be stars too, but they're like I feel like they'd be great complementary stars for like a superstar. You get what I'm saying? Like, because they just, I don't know, like every time I see them play like Garland, because even though Garland can score, he's always looking for another player. That Evan Mobley, he can score the ball in the post. He can score, wherever he wants, but he still be looking it out. And then Jared Allen be like, he don't even really need 20 points. Like if he's like getting like 7 blocks or, whatever, get a couple stops, he's cool with that. So it's like, I think Cam Reddish really could tell.
You play Cam Reddish right there.
Yeah.
And what's gonna be crazy is they all gonna feed off Cam. They're like, oh damn, Cam just hit 3 in a row. Now they pulling up on Cam. He dished it to DG. DG got a burner. They we dumping it off to Allen and Mobley. We got Seti in the corner. I think at the 2. Cam 6'8".
Yeah. That would answer a lot of problems, especially since we've been asking who was going to be our offensive player. Cam Reddish could definitely fill that and still play some defense in that culture. So that would be dope. That would be really dope, actually.
And I ain't bring up Collin in that scenario just because he hurt. 1 and 2, I think that we have to trade Collin.
Yeah.
If they would even want him for Cam Reddish.
For us to do that, we probably have to do a 3-team trade. Like Atlanta would, we'd be traded for Cam, but they wouldn't necessarily get Collin. It'd be like maybe another. So let's say Philly. Let's use Philly.
Bonus. Let's go get some bonus. Ugh, that'd be too crazy. If Atlanta got Sabonis.
But what you doing with John and or Clint Capella?
John Collins go to Indy. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there, man. I was just saying because I knew Indy wanted to trade some players, so I thought they can get in on the 3-team.
That actually sounds kind of dope, actually. Collins in Indy, Sabonis in Atlanta. So I'm assuming Indiana would also get Collin too. Yeah,
that's why I said I don't really know. Because you said what happened to John and Clint. So that's why I threw, Collins just go to, you feel me? Or they could just do, that's just doing too much. I was about to say John Collins and Clint for Sabonis and Miles Turner.
Yeah, because I probably keep John. You know, since he already paid, he ain't going nowhere. Clint Capella low-key paid, he ain't going nowhere, you know.
Right.
So that'd be dope. I'm trying to think, what team don't got a decent guard in the league?
That don't got a decent guard?
Yeah. I guess you kind of can hit up New York, kind of. But
I don't know. They got Kemba.
They do. But and I know he kind of called back fire, but I know he slowed down again. But it's like
maybe Boston.
That wouldn't be bad. But what would they give up? Well, yeah, actually that could work too. I mean, it depends. Yeah, probably give Atlanta like Marcus Smart.
Oh, Marcus Smart. I don't know why I thought you said Jaylen Brown.
Nah.
I don't know why I thought you said that.
First of all, Boston is not realistically trading.
That's why I said
JB. They're not trading Jaylen Brown. Like I don't think so. Not for that. Collin. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. I don't think so. Maybe that might shock me, but I don't think so. Not realistically. Not on a good day.
They're not doing that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, the 6'8" elite wing defender.
Yeah.
And scorer. They're not trading him.
Yeah.
Good Collin is, man.
I agree with you. So, with all that being said, too, because I think that's all my question. Yeah, that is all my questions. So, like I said, I would like to thank you for joining the podcast, D-Lo, man. I'm gonna have your
love, man.
account somewhere on this channel. It's gonna be probably everywhere. You get what I'm saying? But go ahead and follow D-Lo on his Instagram, man. Thank you for showing love, D-Lo. Also get y'all Lone Wolf. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Lone Wolf, man.
Yeah. But yeah, good looking. Love.
KD ain't better. Kawhi ain't better than KD, man. I'm out of here.
Cap. The claw. It's the reason he came to Golden State, shut that all down. Real quick.
All right, man.
That's Atlantis with that money.